About 8 years ago, I was approached by NBC and Mark Burnett to do a show that they had entitled The Apprentice. Now, I had an agent, a big agent, and he was a great agent, but I shook Mark Burnett's hand, and NBC was dying to do it, and they said, we'd only do it if you do it, Trump. You're the only one we want, nobody else. I was honored, and I said, yeah, okay, I'm going to do it. I knew nothing about television, nothing. My agent calls me. I heard you accepted doing The Apprentice. I won't let you do it. I said, Jim said, Donald, in the history of television, there's never been a primetime show about business or what you're trying to do that succeeded. I said, I wish you told me that. Then he said, and only 3% of the shows that go on television make it. In other words, you're probably going to have a failure anyway, but you'll definitely have a failure. I'm your agent. I do not want you to do this show. I said, you know, Jim, I have a problem. I shook the hand of NBC and I shook the hand of Mark Burnett. I said, I shook the hand. He said, doesn't matter. You can't do it. I said, I have to do it. Anyway, time goes by. We do the show. It goes on. It starts at number 10. It goes to 8. It goes to 5 and 4. It then goes to number 2. And the following week, it's the number 1 show on television. And I knew it was good because I didn't know what the word rating meant. I didn't know, is that good or bad? But I knew it was good because the chairman of NBC called me. It was my birthday. And it was 7 in the morning. And he called. He said, Donald, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Now, to me, as an instinctive businessman, that means we're doing okay, right? My wife said, who was that? I said, that was the chairman of NBC. He wanted to wish me happy. She said, darling, it's like 6:30 in the morning. We went out, and I get a call from the agent. And he calls me also. But his call was like at 8. He said, Donald, congratulations. I'd like to see you. I said, Jim, what do you want to see me about? He said, well, your show just hit number 1. And if you don't mind, I think I'm entitled to a very substantial commission. I said, how much do you think you're entitled to? Well, how about $2 or $3 million? I said, Jim, you're fired. And that was it. The point is, number 1, I shook hands. I want to honor my handshake. I would have, had I not shaken hand, I would have really listened to Jim. That's important. Number 2 is sometimes in life to be successful, oftentimes, most of the time, you have to follow your instincts. You have to follow your gut. You have to. Your parents may say wrong. Your whoever may say wrong, but you have to do it. Now, speaking of that, you've got to love what you do. And I've seen so many instances where people with great talent went into things that they didn't love and they failed. I would always say to people, and I'd see people, and I'd say, you got to love what you do. Because you love what you do, you work harder. But it's not work. I just bought Doral. I was telling Jerry, I just bought Doral, 800 acres in the middle of Miami. Gorgeous. I'm so excited. I want to fix it up. It's sort of not so nice now. It's got the big tournaments, got everything, but it was run by Wall Street people. Wall Street people aren't good for fixing things. They're good for moving paper. That's not good. That's not what we want in the country. I want to do sort of a version of what you did here, but I have many jobs like that. I love taking things and fixing them, taking things and building. I love building. I almost like fixing better because if you're smart, if you're really smart, you can save a lot of money. When the building is there, the foundations are built, the steel is up, the walls are up, and then, you have people say renovation costs you more money. Those are people that aren't smart people. I know that for a fact you renovated a couple of buildings here and did very well, that you could never, ever do if you had to build new. If you build new, I love that too. I do it both ways. But there's something great about the renovation project. So you've got to love what you do. You've got to work hard. Never, ever quit. Never, ever give up, because that's the other thing.